if you just want to have a basic sound, you stick to the preset and yeah, go for it. Like that's what I'm doing basically.
What I would say is like one important thing I really see like producers that lack sound design is they don't learn the plugin that they're using. I know a lot of people who sound design in Serum and their sound design is really shit because they don't understand the plugin. You need to watch videos on how the plugin works. You need to know what each knob does because it really will change you. Like you will learn how to do it. Like you're gonna fail like 100 times and then one of them you're lucky. It's about luck basically with sound design as well a lot. But it's also that you need to know how to use the plugin. It's really important that you understand how the plugin works. Otherwise, you're just going to be changing stuff that you don't know. So you see a knob and you're just going to be tweaking things, and you don't know what you're going to expect out of it. You should know what you're going to expect when you tweak that knob. So I think that's really, really important. Like I had such shit sound design until I learned how to use Serum properly, and I just watched maybe like a 20-hour Udemy class on it, and then I learned everything basically. It's really simple.
Got it. Cool. And do you have some really good YouTube channel for sound design? For example, Seven Skies did a lot of stuff on learning sound designs. Do you have some tips for any YouTubers?
I love watching Zen World. If you know him.
Like for example, if you want to learn a new plugin like Spire or Serum, he's got good videos on that. He also
takes the sound
from like
I don't know, he did the Spark sound, and he like tried to remake it, and there are some cool tips that he gives. So I like watching him most of the time.
Yeah, nice.
I mean, for beginners, just for sure, everyone loves watching him now at this point. I mean,
Yes.
yeah. Who else is there right now? I mean, he's one of the biggest right now who's doing this YouTube tutorial thing. But I think we'll start doing a lot of tutorials soon. We just started a YouTube channel, so soon you'll see some content. We're just figuring out what we're going to do, and then you'll see some content from us for sure. I'm trying to see who else you could really be seeing. There's a lot of Instagram, like, for example, if you look at labels, like Dharma, sometimes Dharma does this, or other labels, they basically do like the artist takes over the account and they show the entire explanation of the song. And you actually like learn a lot because that's like one of the only places where they actually show how they did the track. So you see people like I think it was Kashmir last time just decompositioning the entire track he had with Brooks. So it's really cool. You should just literally just follow the record labels and see if they're coming up with like artists taking over the accounts, and you'll see how they actually work themselves. Because not every artist shares his sound design and how he works. They mainly do it when they take over other label Instagrams. That's probably one of the things I do mostly when I watch content. What else? Let's just do one bass house one. I'm just gonna get like some that say, can you get another one? I'll just try and find one that like can help all of it.
Yeah. I'm searching for a good question here because there are a lot. I see that I can answer quickly. There's tips for making stuff better sounding. I had a call with most of you, and I think I gave this tip to every single one by now. OTT. It helps, doesn't it? It actually fucking helps when you put OTT on things. It makes things tighter.
Yeah.
Just you have to also the issue with making things tighter. You need to make things dry for your taste. Make it really dry. If you're failing to, if the OTT doesn't help as much, what you have to do is make it super dry, the track dry, and then you start making it more wet, depending on your taste. Yeah, that's how I do it.
Yeah.
That's one simple. It's something that it's not explained. Like you can't explain it by words. At least I don't think like I can explain exactly on how to do it because every single mix is different and it's something very specific to the track, and it's always going to be different. Always you're going to have a different method of making it sound more tighter.
Yeah, and with OTT. Oh, okay. Continue.
Okay. What does the making a track dry mean?
So basically, like I think you meant like
not too much reverb and not too much like delay because you know because most of the tracks they don't have that much of like reverb going on when the songs play, so not when the sounds play. So basically, when you have want to have like tight sounds, you have to make them a bit less dry because they sound like I can't explain it correctly, but
I understand.
okay, right.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's just that it's you have to cut off the sounds, and then a lot of producers now what they're doing is everyone's on a really high skill level at a young age, and what you can do easily is watch these like young producers, and you can always ask them about tips and stuff, and everyone's going to show you something different, and I think that's something really good at this point because you can learn so many different tips and apply it to yourself. What I need people to understand is that you need to learn your own way because we can show you how we do it, but then you're gonna have to develop your own way of how you want to produce.
Yes, of course.
So yeah, that's like the biggest tip I would say is that once you start making good music, you need to start developing your own thing because you're gonna fall into the trap of creating basically someone else's music, which no one's gonna want because they already have someone who makes that. Like why would they want someone do it for them? So
Yes,
I
thanks for
think
China.
yeah, basically. Do you have another question? Sik?
Maybe I have one really good question. When I'm doing like a remix of some popular song, for example, now I did a remix on Dua Lipa, which you should know. How do I get like a license for the vocals? That I can put it like on my Spotify, on YouTube, or even SoundCloud because SoundCloud is copywriting me, even if I post it like private. So I don't know how to do it.
I'll let John answer, but I just want to say something first. I figured this out last month. The easiest way to get remixes is before you start them, message whatever contact that artist has if you can do a remix before you do it. That's the best way I figured out because I actually figured out that's how a big artist like Modi, even though he's big, he still does like remixes for Dua Lipa and all these big artists. He did like Steve Aoki last week. He does this all big artists, and I talked to his manager, and he just told me he literally just messages every day like 20 different people if they can do remixes, and that's how he gets the easiest remixes. And you get such a huge popularity boost by doing a remix. But I understand what you mean, John. You here? Can you answer?
I need Alan, can you quick you now?
Fucking I think John, your internet's really bad. Like you're lagging. He just said, how can he get licensing on the vocal for remixes?
Basically, you need the artist permission.
Yeah, but
emailing them or trying to email the record label of where these artists release on tracks. Anyway, I will try with making a copy of really big and then just to message the record label, message. You need the copyright permission. I don't know if it's gonna be bad.
So basically, it's now worthless for me doing remixes like this.
yeah, not worthless, but
And send it to the artist. Hey, I made a remix to maybe they like, maybe not. It's the only way that you can actually and actually the artist name right now. Only way is with trying to make remixes just the 9% is it's not in this case. That's the way that you actually have for it. If you ask me, if you guys say yes,
I'm trying to decode what he says.
Yeah, it's hard.
Okay, I'll decode it for you. Okay, I think I understood. He just said that basically you need artist permission, and the best way to do that is to email the label. But the one thing I would say is it's not worthless. You know Osrin, right? The way he got, like, he's big right now is by making a remix on "Scared to Be Lonely" or "In the Name of Love," I'm not sure, and just putting it on SoundCloud, getting copyright strike, and then Stem seeing the copyright strike, and then fucking ending up signing the song, and now having songs with Martin Garrix. So it's not, it's all about luck. I actually think, like, a lot of artists just get lucky. Like him, he got so lucky. It's insane. Like, he got spotted by the label by getting a copyright strike. It's honestly, it doesn't matter. You can literally just make the remix for yourself. I don't think you should, you can, like, put it on other social media. You can just upload it on SoundCloud. You can upload it as a filtered, actually, what, like Weedams and other producers do. They do these mashups. So what you can do is just filter the vocal and just put free download or something like that, and then they can just download it from SoundCloud right away while the vocal is just filtered. I think that's one thing I would say.
So I can put it on YouTube, like filtered vocals, but I can, like, get money from it.
No. But I'm not
okay,
gonna.
that's good.
Like, even for myself and Sick, I'm not gonna lie. We have both of us have songs that have over 1 million plays, and we have not made a single euro from a single song.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie.
Now?
Yeah, it sounds good, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie. Making money from songs and plays and clicks and whatever the fuck, you are not gonna do it until you have, like, you fucking get like a 90% deal, because otherwise you make no money from it. Honestly, not even us. We make no money from the music we make. Basically, it's insane. Labels are the only ones who profit.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. We're trying to, to get some publishing deals with that. Maybe some of the money also come from publishing, because one of the sides of publishing is the performance and the mechanical plays from the tracks. So the bad thing is the mechanical royalties are really hard to get by a record label if you are not registered in a PRS or in another kind of organization. But also have to tell you that in terms of royalties, a small artist won't get any money, even from mechanical rights. So basically, you have to try to increase your popularity. You have to try to not get banned on SoundCloud. Just as David said, it's not worthless. Just keep trying, and you will see, because as it said, hard work pays off, guys. So just keep trying. Maybe you get banned, maybe not, but it's the only way to to listen.
Cool. I have like three quick questions, because I have to go soon. So if it's fine for me to just like quick fire.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. Well, one is along the lines of what we were just talking about, the remix. So, like, how do you, I'm sure obviously you want to remix a track that you like, but then there's like certain labels which, like, is it even worth remixing for? Because, like, for example, Stamped, right? Like, I'm guessing they don't even look at their demo drop, like, as Flix told me. Like, only if you're introduced to, like, Stamped Records, only then will they sign you. So is it even, like, worthwhile to do a remix of, like, a Stamped song? Because, like, even if they listen to it, even if they like it, like, what's the probability that they're going to sign it, right?
So that's what this is something that you need to start having a different on your music. Basically, your music should not be, so what's the probability of this getting signed? What you should be thinking about is, how much am I gonna fucking love this song, and am I gonna be playing it if I have a show? There's producers like Brooks, and like there's a lot of producers who basically have so much music that play unreleased music. Even before you had what's this called? It was Seth Hills. I remember he had a show before, and he was signed on Stamped It, and he was playing all the unreleased music, and he loved it. He did not care about if it was signed, and that's the thing about the remixes is there is a chance that they're gonna see it. It is, but the issue with all these labels is that they have so many people, and you thinking, if they have so many people, it's not worth it, right? That's not the view you should be having. What the view you should be having is, oh, might get lucky, I might not. And it's all about luck at this point in the stage of thing with being seen. It really gets lucky, or you can get introduced by a friend who's already there. That's like another thing. But stamped, I would say, is just like, just you have to grind, basically. You have to grind by getting on Martin Garrix's radio. That's one way of getting there. You can do that by literally getting on small labels, and the small labels have him on their AA radio promo. So like Zero Cool has him. Basically every label has him who actually has like a decent promo list. You can get promoted there, like Sig and Me did, and that's a really easy way of getting promoted by him. And then he can hear your music, and he might check you out. He might not. You never know. Honestly, it's a really like a probability thing. But you really have to start having a different view on why you're making music, and start having. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to mention that I'm not I didn't want to try, like, say something like I want to get money from music or getting signed. I just thought if I don't get, like, the permission from the artist, I can't upload it. So I was going on, like, I just want to upload, so I won't get copyright strike. So that's the only thing I want.
Yeah.
Money from it.
Yeah, I'm not saying you want money. I'm just saying that you can't get it because it's like I'm just trying to explain the whole view of how it works. I'm not saying you guys want money, I'm just saying, like, if you have that view, you have to change it. I'm not saying, like, to you. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to answer the question in a way where it's not just you could have the view here, but anyone here who might have, like, a similar question but a different view. That's why I'm just trying to answer the question like that.
But just to finish the question, I would say the best way to push it right now, keep making remixes. Keep uploading it, keep sending it to your friends. Try and get some like small DJs who play like in your town or something like that who play the music you like, the music you make as well. And you can just start sending them your stuff. Once you start sending stuff to people who play music, it's gonna start circulating. Honestly, it does it by itself. Once if you make something good, it just starts circulating all around DJs basically, and they'll think like, oh, I just played this sick track. And they'll keep sending it until it gets to the big guys. Basically, that's what I would say.
Yeah. One final question, if I can, John. How to filter vocals, like some low pass or maybe.
So, can you go answer? Because I have to make tea.
Tea time.
Yeah, I think just go like I think not low pass, but. Maybe a low pass filter on it, just like that it doesn't get recognized. Like you can check out with them. He does it like well, and he doesn't get copyrighted when he posts it on like SoundCloud and stuff. So yeah, check him out how he does it.
The goal is basically to like faintly hear the melody of the vocals, but not hear what the vocals are saying. So you can recognize that it's from that track, but you can't recognize what the vocals are saying.
Yeah, basically, like, the system doesn't detect it. Like, it's the vocals.
Yeah, drop a filter just on the mix on the vocal, and then what you do is you cut it so you just cut it up, basically, like on the vocal, or you could also just, like, either, what I also used to do, like, way before, because before the system wasn't as strict, but now it is. What I used to do is I used to just like cut the vocal totally out, and then I just had like the melody, and I put free download with vocal on the SoundCloud, and that worked as well. Like people actually downloaded it.
Yeah.
Or you can do a small sample. I think like 20 seconds as well is fine. I don't think they'll strike you. Or you could do also you upload just a drop or something like that, or like a 5 second. I think it's 8 seconds, right? That it has to detect like 8 seconds or something like that. So if you have less than that, just search how much it is, and you make like a snippet, like a small preview on SoundCloud, and you could put a free download in the description, basically.
Cool.
Yeah.
Next question. Obviously, like, we're talking about royalties and money and how much we're going to make. So, like, I'm 15 right now, so obviously I'm not, like, concerned about how much I'm making. I'm just focusing on my music, producing, trying to refine my craft, right? But then I'm hoping that by the time, like, obviously once I'm out of college, I can be making music so that I don't have to, like, have, like, a side job, if you guys know what I mean. So, like, David Flicks and Sick, like, what's your take on that? Do you guys have, like, side jobs that, like, can fuel your music career, or, like, how are you guys approaching this?
For me, basically, I try to make those produced tracks, maybe mix downs and stuff, at least something to like to have it like just I can use it like then to promote my tracks and stuff. And yeah, it's not a bad idea like to have a little side job like a few hours a day or so. I mean like 20 hours a week, just something that you can put to your side and then maybe use it. But when you get bigger, you can get like shows, and when you get shows and you get like a bigger name, then you can easily get great money like from just playing an hour set. And I think it would be enough. Like for me, when I get shows, I don't have to have like a side job right now. But the situation is bad, so
Got it.
yeah.
Mhm.
I don't have a side job. I just ghost a lot. I ghost way more than I should, honestly. It's like, ghosting is good, but you will burn out, basically. You will lose your creativity of your own stuff when you start ghosting too much. And it's kind of happening to me, but I don't have a choice in this situation right now, so I just have to basically continue ghosting until I start having shows again. I make just above average of the person in the UK right now. I do around 5 tracks a month right now, and it's quite simple. If you basically just go on ghost producing websites, you send them your stuff, and they either choose you or not. Basically, that's a really good way. Or you can choose for your friends. You can ghost for people who are famous in your country. A lot of DJs who just DJ. You tell them, "Oh, do you want me to ghost for you?" Literally, if they don't know how to produce, they'll fucking take it, because a lot of them just can't grow as DJs anymore, because DJing isn't enough at this point. It used to be, but they just can't grow anymore.
Exactly.
Also, so a lot of DJs are asking for ghosts. And it's an easy way of making money, honestly, for you. But I'll say the one thing: do not get stuck in it. If you get stuck in it, you're done, basically, because you need to continue growing your career. That should be your number one primary thing to worry about.
Mhm.
I mean, John, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, well, basically, money comes from shows. That's something that you need to know. That's something that you need to accept in this industry. The other big wave, I could say, for getting money is from sync royalties, well, synchronization royalties. Synchronization is the act of putting your track into a TV series, into an ad, something like that. That's the very big deal in terms of music royalties right now. But it's really hard to get a good deal for that kind of sync, because sync right now are managed by the big corporates right now, and they wouldn't pay much attention to guys that didn't get good labels or good numbers. So basically, the main thing you have to do right now is to focus on your musical project, to grow, keep growing, and it will come. Once you have it, you need to know how's the industry working, and we're gonna teach you that here, because next month we're gonna get a manager from the top 96 of the ZMAC for discussing about some things, also for letting you know how the industry works. We're gonna bring you some publishers. We're gonna bring you some record label owners, some A&Rs, because we want you know how the whole industry works.
Got it.
And once you got all this knowledge, you can focus properly on your goals. But the first step you gotta make is to build your own project. Build your own project and grow. Once you grow, then you can focus on some different steps. Maybe going for shows, maybe going for the ghost producing, because ghost producers depends on which track, and depends on your connection, can get a lot of money. We know about it. Unfortunately, we didn't make it, but we know some people that got like thousands of euros, a lot of money from ghost producing. But once you know how the music industry works, how the royalty distribution works, how the copyright works, how the booking side works, how the marketing works, you can decide what you like to focus on your career. But yeah, you still have a long way to go. We will try to explain you everything, give you the best tips, because when we entered into the industry, we didn't know about anything of that. David, Sig, Sergi, you can tell them. We didn't know about how the royalties work, how the copyright work. We learned this time just, working and seeing with our own eyes. But
getting fucked up about the law.
Exactly.
But
getting fucked
we'll make sure you don't get fucked, basically. Yeah, we can help you not to get fucked, basically, because we don't have no money.
That's what we want, to help you, because this industry, even, there's a lot of amazing people like you guys, like a lot of artists, like a lot of managers, like a lot of bookers. There's also a lot of bad people, and you have to be conscious about it. You have to realize that what happens with that industry. But yeah, basically you have to take time and give us some time for explaining you how's everything working, how's actually everything. We're learning day by day. I mean, I had to study something for copyright 3 days ago, for a Serbian copyright law, because I didn't know something, and I have to solve some contract stuff, and I had to study, because you never know enough.
Yeah.
You never know. So that's the thing, guys. Just try to build your project, grow, and then you can decide. And if you keep staying with us, we will help you, which is your best step to take. All right, guys? So next question.
I had one more quick
Sure.
question.
Sure.
I'll just say something real. If you guys have if we don't answer your question right now and you have some more, just drop them in make a ticket after the call, and then we'll just answer them for you after. Don't worry.
Just in case.
Yeah. Just so you know that you don't have to be rushing it. We'll still answer any question you guys have, because we know we're cutting it a bit. We're trying to answer your questions as in depth as we can. But yeah, go ahead with the question.
Cool. Yeah. Sorry, Elwin, CRSN, and James. I know I'm taking up all your time. Just need to quickly ask this question, and I'll be out of here. So since I really suck at sound designing, what I've been doing is sampling. So basically, I download a song that I really like and sample a kick or a sound or a shot or something like that, and use that in my tracks, because it makes it unique and stuff like that. What's your advice on how to get a really clear sample of what you want to sample and stuff like that?
I would just say first of all, it's already a really hard thing to do, because if you're doing it from an entire track, so if you're doing it from it's already it's really hard because it's already mixed, and you're basically not getting the actual version of the kick. But I would say that it comes up a lot to cutting and just trying to see how clean the track is, and if you really can do it. Because sometimes it's not gonna work. What I would do sometimes, I would even search for a kick that they use, even ask them. A lot of producers will actually answer. It's not like they're fucking the most famous people in the world. If you're not doing a super big DJ producer track, then literally just ask them, and that's how you can get it the best way. And you can also ask him how he does it, but for sampling, it's also really good. It helps you improve your sound design when you do that. Because introduces things. But don't forget to always save what you make, like in a way where you should save the kick and always try and use it again and again.
Yep.
And see how it works in your track. What do you think, Sick?
Yeah, what I did in some tracks, I just got like the extended version of some good tracks that I like the kick in, and I just get like a cleaner sound that's like from a drop or I don't know. So basically, I can cut the kick from there. But yeah, it's not the same kick as like the unprocessed one because there is a lot of limiting maybe on the master chain, and yeah, it's kind of different.
Yeah.
But yeah, this can work for a lot of like you can basically can get claps or can get hi-hats that you like, but I think it's a bit too much work. You can get like a better sample like for when you're searching for one, but yeah, basically that's it.
I never thought of the extended version thing. That's a really smart idea, actually.
Yeah.
I never thought of that. Fuck.
Now you know.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no
For
problem.
answering all the questions. Your service is awesome. Keep it up.
Thank you, man.
I'm gonna
Really
hop off
appreciate
this chat because I need to hop on another call. But I'll see you guys next week. And Joan and Sergi, I'm talking to you guys tomorrow. So I'll see you guys
Tomorrow,
then.
yep.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah,
Thanks.
See you
Bye.
tomorrow.
Bye.
All right, so let's go with the James Island questions, guys. And then we will finish the Bass House Monster because we're recording this, and they will check this stream for seeing if we replied all their questions. All right, so Vic, are you reading these the James Island questions?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to them.
All right, Ticket 5. Well, James, you can already ask.
I could just, do you guys know how to make the EDX bass sound like in Stair, how it shows, or his Show Me Love remix? I'm gonna have to listen to it. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
Can you guys?
Can you hear me?
Also has some,
Yep.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
I was just curious. It's not like, I don't know if it's the most unique sound in the world, but like it's kind of like a organ kind of bass sound, but it's like a little bit different. But yeah, I mean it's not a big deal.
I'm not sure. I'm not gonna be like, I can't totally say how he does it because I never saw a decomposition of his track. I'm not really sure. Are you sure, Sick, or because I have no idea?
Yeah, I'm trying to listen to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer the other question. He also asked, can you guys share anyone who's using ghost producers? I mean, I can share the ones that are obvious. David Guetta, using Brooks. Like, I can share the ones that are public that everyone knows about at this point. But the other ones I can't really. There's who else is using it? It's like
I make some guest producing contracts, by the way, that I can tell.
We're not allowed to tell, otherwise basically we would get fucked. There's a lot of people who in China basically. If you look at the China DJs, not China, people in Asia basically. I'm not gonna lie, 90% of them are ghosted by Europeans. So basically that's why they have such a bad fan base, is because they don't actually make the music.
yeah.
I would say someone big. Who else is that's big? It's not that we don't work with. Let me check.
I'm checking. Well, I'm thinking. Let's check.
Tiesto.
Sort of, not really. He doesn't ghost actually.
I know some. I know some from big labels, but can't tell. I also know people from record labels that can't tell.
Okay, Tiesto is half. I think he does. What he does, he adds his name into it. Like SWAT, the party time. He didn't make it at all. Make zero. He just added his name. But I wouldn't say that's a ghosted because every producer knows about it because it just adds a lot of place. Moti also does that, but he makes like most of his songs. But then he also adds his name to like good small producer songs, just so small producers get some plays from it. That's a good way of doing it. And they deserve, the big producers also deserve it because they put already years and years of fucking production and insane music out there. They deserve to like have a break sometimes, and they're also helping out the small producers. So I don't see any like wrong thing.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I can tell you some also gospel producers. Dave Crusher is a really good gospel producer. The one who collaborated with Steph the Company in several tracks. Who else? Well, yeah, these two guys are also good gospel producers, but you can also know about it. Who else, guys? Some known gospel producers.
100% Brooks. He's
He told us.
Yeah, he was produced. Yeah, I know about that.
I'm just
well,
reading that Afrojack produced for David Guetta, his single Titanium, if you know it.
no.
Basically, David Guetta he used to be a good producer back in the day, but now he had like 2 kids, and his argument was that he has kids, so now he has to take care of them. So that's why he doesn't do music. But he makes so much money, honestly, he doesn't care. I think he's already burned out because there's no way he can make good music anymore because he's just, it's not that because he's old, but his creativity seems to be dead also when he DJs. Like, the sets are already pre-made and
Exactly.
Just guys, I mean, you don't have to rate that big guys that are being gospel producers because just think about their position, you know. They don't have any time for spending on making music. They just have to attend some marketing stuff, live streams now, some shows. They're traveling the whole year, so they can't spend much time on producing. So there's nothing. I mean, when I was younger, I read about this kind of gospel produced guys, you know. But then when you are in the industry and you know and you see how this works, it's understandable. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I also think that it's because it's that they also don't have like these young producers are just way better than them, you know, and it's just the young producers, they also help them. That's what people don't understand. They said they always call like David Guetta now that he's a scumbag, that he's getting ghost produced and stuff, but at the same time he basically made Brooks basically be able to make music and be able to make what he loves.
Yeah.
So
I heard that Jay Pryor produced like Steve Aoki's song, like one that got like 500 million plays, so it's like definitely helped him a lot.
Jay Pryor is a really cool guy. He lives next to me, and he's oh
really?
Yeah, he's just like he ghost produces actually a lot, but I think he's trying to focus on his music now, and that's what everyone should do when they start ghost producing. That's what I have to start doing now, 'cause I'm not focusing as much on that. So yeah, I guess I would say like Jay Pryor is also a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see like the video in the studio with Alan Walker?
Oh yeah.
That's golden.
But actually he's got a co-producer. So a co-producer and the ghost producer is something different. So
Very different, yeah.
Yeah.
It's because so what happened there is a lot of people meme it, but what I would say that a lot of people take out of context is that he produces a lot of the music, but in that track, at that point, the co-producer made most of it. But he can't just say, oh, the co-producer made all of it, you know? He would seem like a motherfucking idiot, but he made himself look like a bigger idiot by agreeing to make the video. So that was completely it. He should have just said no to that offer, honestly. Like, fuck. He didn't even know what was happening in the track. It looked like he never produced before.
Yeah. Wait, what about Fisher? Because I know that like Chris Lake is like co-producing a lot of Fisher's tracks. So like is that different from like ghost producing where like Fisher is actually coming up with those ideas and like really producing at least some of it?
I've heard that Fisher was producing for losing it, but I'm not 100% sure.
Oh no. No one knows honestly at this point because it can be rumors, it cannot. Some people can use to make their name look shitter. It's really hard to decide. You have to have like someone has to tell you who you really trust.
Yeah.
So you have to like trust the person who says that because it's a really like hard statement to put out because then you basically say their music is fake and they didn't make it. So it's something you really shouldn't be accusing people of unless you actually know it's happening.
Oh yeah, I mean this is like what I heard from people.
Oh, Castelo joined from the airport.
Right. No way.
Yeah, it's coming back home.
I am in a Spain. If you have any questions, just ask me. I will answer everything. My name is Alim. I'm professional producer of. Wait, I didn't make any songs. Never mind. Forget about it. How are you guys doing?
Shall we proceed with the Bass House Monster?
Yeah, I'll have to go at 6. But I will answer the questions. What we can do, John, is also the questions he wrote down. I think we could leave it for now, and we could just like record it ourselves when we leave. And maybe we could focus on the people who are here, and then we can answer them for him.
Maybe all right. Maybe Castelo can take. I mean, 2 or 3 questions. If you got a list, don't worry. So we do like 10 more minutes, and we finish that stream, all right?
Sounds good.
Okay.
I can still have. I have time, but I still have one more step, so I can answer.
All right, nice.
Okay, so
go ahead.
Okay, let's go. So how to make space for a vocal in a mix. So basically what I would do, I would try to keep everything that is behind the vocal. I would turn it a bit down. Also some of the frequencies that the vocal is like, you can look at the frequencies in like Pro Q3 or I don't know, Pro Q2, which frequencies are like the main frequencies in the vocal. So when you see like the vocal has a lot of frequencies around 5K, I would cut out the 5K on the other sounds just a bit, like to give the vocal some room. Also, not make all the stuff behind the vocal, like all the elements, like pop out too much. Like when you try to, like with your main lead of the drop, when you try to mix them both, it's gonna be a pain in the ass because like they both are kind of powerful. And so I would definitely filter out, EQ out some of the major frequencies that the vocal is like dominant in.
Yeah, I mean, yes, you said most of the things as far as like mixing goes. So I guess that on that aspect we just got almost everything covered. But there's one thing that we could add also to that, which I've like noticed in especially the last productions I've made, which is like thinking about what the listener is actually going to listen to. So many producers have this problem. I've heard in many tracks that you're hearing like you're singing the vocal, but then suddenly this random melody in the back appears just to fill up the space. But it's such a strong melody that it competes with the vocal, right? So the problem here is that you're basically telling the brain, here's your melody, but here's another melody. So many times, like the space, what we call give space to the vocal, is not only mixing-wise and frequency-wise, which is super important, but it's as well like brain-wise. Like what do you want the listener to hear? And I think that's super important to take into account. So all the rest is just mixing, 2K stuff. I always like to have a little duck on the 2K area and the rest of instruments when the vocal comes in, and yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Okay.
2K.
Two last questions, guys.
Okay. So let's go.
What's your? Let me go with this one. What should I write to Illumi Music when submitting a song? Always that you want to sell your song. You could say maybe to a YouTube network, to a record label. You always have to introduce yourself, what you made, some references, some super you have, uh, what is your genre and what are you focusing on, and also a little description of your track, because even most of these websites are going to check your track, or even some of the people is going to check your track. Not always is being checked. So if you just let them know really briefly what you made with this song, they're gonna, you're gonna attract their attention, and you're maybe going to get that milestone of being uploaded on a YouTube channel or getting a good release. But yeah, it's really important. A real introduction, some references, a little description of your track, and always say thank you. Next question.
Okay.
Well, guys, you can also reply here if you want. I mean, that's my way. But yeah, I send your demo, so what can I do? What can I say?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a good question here. Do you have any pro tips when making fills before the drop? So first of all, what I see in many guys that are doing, like using fills from samples, like it's not the best thing, but it sounds kind of unnatural when you just throw a random kind of sample before the drop, or I don't know, in the drop. It depends, because you have to think of the song as a whole. Like you should use like the tones, the snares, all of the samples, like when making the fill, because it sounds like it belongs in the song. So maybe when you got a good feel, but you think it doesn't fit in the song because you didn't use any drums of the fill in the song, I would just recreate the rhythm of the fill with the drums you have already in your song. So it's it belongs in the song. It sounds like, yeah, it's there, because some of the fills sound kind of random for me. In you just put the basic fills, and you can get original fills for your other songs. You won't sound like anyone else. So that's my tip on what should you do.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. But also, it's because, what I think it happens? I think that people put a lot of fills just because you have to put them. There's this structure that has been created in every genre. They have they've already created this master structure that everybody's following, and it's just so boring because every time it's the same, right? Yeah. I think that people should focus more on what that song demands, and there's songs that maybe don't need a fill. You know what I mean? Maybe you just have a little sweep that goes into the drop, and that's it. No fill necessary. So I do have fills in many of my tracks, but that happens if the track is percussive, is rhythmical. It demands that kind of rhythmic pre-drop feel that is gonna make you jump much energetically in the drop. But if it's a chill, kind of chill house track, and you just wanna get into the drop smoothly, you can just have a little silence and then a sweep. Another thing I want to tell about fills as well is how important is silence. Silence is super important in music because it's what makes music more powerful. Now, if we're talking about fills, that means it means that you're getting into a new section of your track. So what you want, I think it's very, very powerful to play with silence, because what you're doing is telling the listener, okay, we're getting into a new section, but I take away everything from you, and then suddenly I give it all back. A fill can take out that expectancy. So lately I've been playing a lot with silence, and it's amazing. It's amazing the emptiness it creates suddenly, and then it gives it back to you. So I don't know, you can either try both things, just fills and then have nothing else but silence, or then just have complete silence and maybe a sweep or something.
Yeah, totally agree, man.
All right, guys. So unfortunately, we have to go. We've spent an hour talking with you guys. I hope we help you. I hope you like it. I don't know, guys. You can always give your feedback from our lessons, from our program, for our stuff. We're absolutely down for helping in whatever we can. So yeah, that's why we're doing this. We're gonna upload this stream on our YouTube channel. It's gonna be our first YouTube video. So I hope you check it. I hope you like it. I hope you share it if you want. And yeah, also if you feel these services are useful for you, you can tell your friends. You can suggest to anybody for joining the family. You know, first of all, we are a big community. We're building the community, and if someone is interested in any service, they can absolutely ask for it, and we will be really, really pleased to help you guys. All right. So just for reminding you, next week for the premium guys, you will have. Oh, Sandy just joined.
Right.
Right at the time.
Oh. Bye, Sam. All right. So next week we have the tips and tricks stream. Hey Sam, we're gonna finish it, man.
Oh, right this time.
Where are you? All right.
I'm
Well, don't
producing.
worry.
I'm working on a special collab.
Nice. Don't worry, we're gonna upload it on YouTube, so we'll have a chance to check it. So yeah, as I was saying, next week for the premium guys, we have the tips and tricks. We will let you know what kind of topic we will discuss. Also, guys, if you need anything else, just let us know. And just plus next month, I already told you, but next month we're gonna bring the DoD's manager, DoD's 96 DJ Mac. Well, yeah, 96 DJ Mac. This guy is called Sam Benson. This guy also owns his own management company, also the Security Artists Management Company. He knows a lot. Even he's really young. He's even younger than me. But he's a really, really amazing guy. I hope you will enjoy this interview, and you will have the chance of interacting with him after our interview. So yeah, we will let you know in the site. So yeah. Sure.
I have one friend. On the demo drop, I posted like a song for him, and he would like to try like
the services. So how can he claim the free trial?
All right. So has he joined?
Yes.
Discord?
Yes.
All right. So he can go to purchase and purchase a ticket, and we will message him. We will ask for what kind of services he's interested, and that's that. All right. So just tell him to purchase the ticket, and we will contact him.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
Right? Thanks. So thank you guys. It was a pleasure to talk with you. See you soon. Talk really, really soon. And if you need anything, guys, just let us know, okay?
we're here, even planes and planes, no matter what. Yes, Castell.
Have a nice trip, man. See you. See you in Barcelona soon.
Yes. Excited for that. But yeah, we're here. Anywhere, you know.
Yeah.
Just text in our channel, and we'll definitely help you guys.
Exactly. That's it. Thank you very much, guys. Stay safe.